Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all how I was able to achieve this simple hairstyle with just Brazilian wool. And this is the wool that I will be using today, and this is also my edge control, and I'm just going to use them to achieve this style. If you want to know how I was able to do this, please continue watching the rest of this video. So the next step I took was to divide the Brazilian wool just the way you can see me do in the video, according to any length that you want. But as you can see in the thumbnail, I have the Brazilian wool, the tail of the Brazilian wool, wrapped in a bun at the back of my head. So yours has to be, the length of your Brazilian wool has to be long as well. So what I did was to pull out my edges a little bit, and then I sectioned my hair, and then just sectioned the front of my hair like this, and also added edge control. So I'm going to divide my hair at the front into 3 legs, and I'm just going to switch the legs in between each other like this, just the way you can see in the video. Next up, I will start adding the hair extension, which is my Brazilian wool. So I'm just going to pick the wool and then just place it on my head like this. Just grab your hair, make sure that the grip is really tight. So place the extension on your head, and then you'll notice in this video that one of the extension is facing the back and the other extension is facing the front of my face. So I'm just going to grab it grab my hair once I place the Brazilian wool, and then I'm going to cornrow once and then take the one facing the front of my face towards the back while I add another hair extension, which is the Brazilian wool. So in all of these, you need to make sure that your grip is very firm and very tight, just so that you have a more secured braid. You could actually comb out your Brazilian wool or just cornrow the same way that I'm doing with it in this video. It all depends on what works for you. So this is not the only angle that I had in this video. I'm going to show you guys other angles as well, just so that you can understand what I'm doing more in this video. So as you can see in this video, my hair is quite short. I wouldn't say really short anyways. My hair is quite short and is also a virgin hair. It has never been relaxed. Most times the hair comes out really neater and better when your hair is relaxed. Yes, but for me in this video, my hair is still a natural hair, so it may not really come out as neat as it's supposed to be, but it still actually came out cool anyway. So I'm just going to braid the tail of the head like this, and this is how I'm just switching up my fingers just so that I can see everything properly. In my last video, somebody asked me to show my setup, my camera setup, my filming setup, and I am going to drop that video in my next upload. I'm just going to show you guys how I usually set up my camera and everything with $0. Like, I don't spend anything in my setup at all. I don't have like a tripod stand doing this work for me. I don't. This is just $0. This is just me filming. So in essence, you do not have to break the bank before you can be able to make your contents and upload either on TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, anything at all. So I'm going to post that in my next upload, which is going to be in 2 days time. So please watch out for that video. So the next step I took was to section my hair again. I actually wanted my cornrows to be really big. So the more I cornrowed, the more I increased the size of the cornrows. So all I did was to add up my edge control at the sides of my hair like this. Just added it by the sides like this, and once that was done, my hair was actually properly combed. For every part that I needed to cornrow, my hair was actually properly combed before I started making the cornrows. So all you have to do is to section the front of your hair a little bit and then braid into 3 legs. You could actually braid the front of your hair like 4 times before you go on in adding your hair extension, which is the Brazilian wool. So I'm just going to keep adding and adding until I reach the back of my head, and then just conroll all of that all the way to the back. So if you've watched me to this extent, this is just me saying that I want to appreciate you all for all your support and all. Thank you for always watching my videos, especially those that always come back to watch my videos. I really love you guys so much. Thank you all for your support over the years. It has been an amazing journey with you, and I hope that we continue to stick together. And then for new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to this channel. Trust me, you're going to have lots of fun here. You're going to enjoy the content that I bring to you guys, and I want to thank you once again. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel and this video or any of the videos that you are going to watch, that is mine, if any of them help you in any way, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, because I definitely have amazing stuff for you guys to see, and trust me, you're not going to regret it here at all. So thank you guys so much. So the more I conrolled, the more I added more hair extension, which is the Brazilian wool. I made everything thicker the more I conrolled. Like the front was a little bit smaller, I added smaller hair extensions, and then when I got towards the middle of the hair and then towards the back, I added bigger hair extension, which is the Brazilian wool. And then when I got towards my neck a little bit, I just conrolled everything down till I got to the tail end of the hair extension. So if you're going to braid at all for yourself, this is actually for people who do not know how to braid or conroll, people who do not know how to make their hair. Make sure that your lines are really neat, like they are as neat as possible. And trust me, you need a lot of time in order to achieve a very clean and a good braid or cornrows. And you also need patience as well. And like the saying goes, practice makes perfect. So you don't just get it all at once. Is the more you practice, the more you learn and unlearn. So that's basically how it is. Now I also forgot to tell you guys that once I got towards the tail end of the hair, I had to knot the hair twice at the end. I had to knot it twice, just so that everything can be properly secured and so that it doesn't loosen at any point at all. So that was basically all I did. At this point, I was actually loving my work. It was coming out really better than I initially envisaged, and I was loving every bit of it. So this is just me trying to get my parts really clean and as neat as possible. So in order for you to make this actually come out better, you need to make sure that you're adding your edge control. It just makes the patterns that you've done cleaner and neater. So this is me going in with my edge control. And before I go ahead to conroll my hair, all I usually do is to tuck in the other part of my hair. That's the remaining part of my hair that I'm not going to work with at the moment. I just tuck everything in so that it does not interfere with the part that I want to work with. So you can tuck that in with a rubber band or whatever you can use to secure the rest of your hair, just so that it doesn't interfere with what you want to work with. So at this point, this is just me basically repeating the same process. And if you notice in this particular one, the sectioning that I had done, this particular cornrow is going to be bigger. So the more I cornrowed, the bigger the hair became. I hope that that is understood. So this is just me basically repeating the same process over again. And like I said before, this actually requires time and energy and patience. There are a number of times that I actually made I tried to cornrow and I wasn't really getting the grip properly. I wasn't really getting what I wanted properly. I had to lose and then remake the hair. So be patient and definitely you're going to get it. So this is me adding the hair extension again and basically just repeating the same process, the same way that I did for the others. So while you go ahead to cornrow, the more you have to add more extensions. I do hope that that is understood. So I'm just going to let you guys to enjoy the rest of the video until it is necessary for me to come back again. This is also just a reminder, if you've not subscribed, please go ahead to subscribe to my channel. I love you so much. So guys, at this point I had to pick up my hair mousse because I was done with my cornrows, and then I just placed the hair mousse on my hair like this. This is just going to reduce the excess flyaways on my hair, and it's just going to make everything look neater and better than it was looking like before, and it's going to give it a little bit of shine. So this is me applying the edge control again because I want to pull out a little bit baby hairs at the front of my hair, just so that I can beautify my look better. and I used a rattle comb to achieve this particular one. And this is it, guys. I had to place my hair scarf on the head, and then I removed it after about 30 minutes. And this is just me cutting out the excess Brazilian wool that I have on the ends of the hair extension. And at this point it was over 30 minutes, and then I removed the scarf. This is actually a silk fabric, and then this is what it looks like at this point. Right now I had to make a bun with the ends of the hair extension, and then I used my needle and thread to stitch in the hair. So once I was done with this part, I also wrapped the rest of the hair extension and then stitched everything properly. So once you're doing this, make sure that everything is properly stitched, just so that it doesn't fall off, and just so that everything is properly secured. So once I was done with this, I had to cut the ends of the thread, and then for the flyovers that I had on the hair extension, I had to trim everything out properly. I had to trim my hair, and this is what it looked like at this point. And then I picked up my above oil sheen again, just so that I can add a little bit of shine on the hair. And that was basically it, guys. Then I moisturized the oil into my scalp properly, and there was actually a difference. Thank you all for watching this video. I do hope that it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.